Start recording. This, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a game that I come back to. We'll see. Why have I got no sound? That's because I turned the sound down. That's better. The Town of Light. Here we go. Loading. Just brightness to the dullest belly visible. No, I like things bright. Oh my god, that's a creepy call. Language is English, voice English, subtitles. Yes. Yes, hugs may well be necessary. New game. Townlight is based on real events, places and research concerning medicine, and the life of patients in lunatic asylums from the beginning of the 20th century until their closure. It contains stories which may be disturbing. The characters' names are fictitious and the reference to people living or dead is purely coincidental. This game uses an artistic interpretation of a former Italian psychiatric institution for dramatic purposes. Please note that mental health services have radically improved around the world. If you think you may have psychological problems, please speak with a local doctor or specialist. Okay. It even gives you a warning. Yeah, I think this is a game that's going to be done an hour at a time. In fact, I may actually just do this an hour at a time. Anyway, Volterra, 1942.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Reality fades away, my skin is gone, every breath of wind is excruciatingly painful. Okay, please wait. Volterra, Tuscany, 2016. A to open, close, use. Okay. Broken bottles. Engine 59 aircraft shot down. Okay. Alright, see what we've got. Well, clearly this has been abandoned for quite some time. I'm guessing that's the main building that I've got to get into. Which has to be said, I'm not having much luck. Let's go around the building. Ah. The Town of Light.
This place. Time. Memory.
I still have my flashlight on. I didn't need it on the outside. So I gotta go into the inventory of clothing. Sweaters. So this was the order. I guess this is just the admin office. Time is most definitely. Woman is in a state of great agitation. She curses her 3-year-old daughter for having ruined her life. Generous accommodation for her daughter.
The only thing I remember clearly is Charlotte, my doll. No, no, she's freezing. She's alone. Let's look for her.
We're gonna go find a doll. Okay, I'm guessing these are the men's toilets. There is no power. The master switch is near the calm women ward. Okay.
Nobody says we can't. Let's find Charlotte.
Okay, let's go find Charlotte. Well, this all looks just creepy. Ugh. That's what it used to be like. What the hell? There's the doll.
Mummy took good care of Charlotte. She tucked her in, hugged her, gave her cuddles and kisses. She was very affectionate and loving. Nothing bad happened to Charlotte, and that surprised me. I didn't understand. At first, I was quite scared. I was afraid that she wanted to hurt me. I lived in constant fear that Mom would abandon her. Because I didn't deserve to live. I didn't deserve to be loved.
Add it to the synopsis menu.
It's cold and it's dark. Look, she's cold. She'll get ill. We can take care of her. Nobody can stop us. Charlotte is a good girl.
Memories of Mother. New chapter. Let's not go fiddling with that sort of stuff.
Those lamps could make the room warmer. But Charlotte's not happy. She doesn't feel well. Charlotte is cold. Let's take her somewhere warm.
Okay. Oh, hello. Keys. Oh, this is just a textbook of some description. Okay. Guess there's some kind of medicine. Warm, somewhere warm.
He doesn't want to. Not Charlotte.
That's locked. That's locked. Okay. Well, we're already into 15 minutes into this game, and already I am incredibly unsettled. Deceased at 6 p.m.
I saw a wheelchair on the ground floor. It's comfortable there, and we can put Charlotte somewhere warm.
Okay, so we're going down to the ground floor. Ah, there it is.
Charlotte will be comfy here. But it's cold. No, it's cold. Don't shiver, Charlotte. The cold will go away. It'll go away. He doesn't want to. No. In the town of light, he doesn't want to.
Ah, it's a power box.
We must find some warm lights. Let's go to the surgical ward.
Oh, okay. Not expecting that. Surgical ward was upstairs, wasn't it? Okay, the list still works. go. Right, now where did I find that surgical ward? Let's leave the wheelchair there a minute so I can go find it again. Aha! There we go.
The cold has gone away now. You see? The light, the warmth. We can do it. The cold will go away. It has to. Now we can enter the ward where everything started. It all began in the observation ward on the ground floor.
Observation ward on the ground floor. Ward 1, observation. We're going down. What the hell's this? Whoa. Walk towards the light, I guess.
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark. It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light. I was 16 years old, and I was afraid, always afraid, a fear that wore me down. I needed help, but I couldn't speak. I was terrified of everything, even thinking. They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better. I stopped living in there. They dragged me away and stripped off all my clothes, everything. I tried to explain what was going on in my head. They tied me to the bed for days. I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist. She was my only hope in this hell. I was descending down, down among the damned. But that woman and her smile kept me alive. The door is locked from the outside. Here, the doors can only be locked and unlocked from the outside. You can't get out of here. Only the dead can leave this place.
I know I'm supposed to be commentating or something on this, but this is... yeah. This is profoundly disturbing. Oh, I can move. Oh, hello. Jeez, thank God mental health treatment has changed and helped improve since.
He laughed, panted, and slobbered all over me. It hurt me when he touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile, sick, dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while Renee obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed. I threw up and could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me.
Hospitalization, abuse.
She stayed with Renee during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive.
Pictures of the place, I guess. Okay, I think I've been in here. Let's open some more doors. Do we go back upstairs? Let's go back upstairs. No, it's still locked. I think I was onto something when that thing flashed up. Yeah, let's go back downstairs. I thought I saw an arm for a second there. Ward 2, calm women. Where do we go from here? Okay. Some personal education password rank to use in the process, but sometimes record difficult things as duty. Achievement. Found the first part of Renee's diary. I remember there's something wrong with devoting attention to younger female patients who are confused. Serious nature of this fast can probably right to certain your indignation unit measures. Didn't even feel right celebrating an achievement. Alright, where am I going? Clearly something is still to be done. Or what? I don't know. So I've been in here. The game gave me a hint because I got lost so much. Maybe it'll give me another one. Hope it does. Let's go back upstairs a minute. That's locked. That's locked. Surgery A. I've been in here. But I've been in places before and I'd been in them too early. No, locked. Nope, don't need that evidently. get some sunlight in. Ah, key. Ooh, hang on. Keys. Can I pick up those keys? Maybe those keys will let me unlock stuff. Now I gotta remember where I saw those keys. Maybe I had to go pick up the keys. There we go. Keys. Keys! Which I can't pick up. This place is just creepy. And this game is infuriating now because I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I've been everywhere. Tried to go everywhere. I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to do now. Well, this is creepy.
August 21st, 1938. Confidential. Dear A, I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renee T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert. I'm examining the girl on the 28th. I'll handle things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse. Then they said that Renee was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renee. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine. Do you want to know what I am writing? I note down what I observe in you, everything I see. He didn't hate Renee. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her in those small surgeries.
I found where I was supposed to go.
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother a seamstress. Admitted an observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble. Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered.
Nope.
I never had children. I don't think. Let's read it. I must understand. I must remember. She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety, psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I am always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name." March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear to keep what had happened a secret. These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became arrogant, impatient, and hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started taking off her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. I can't remember these things, only the guilt, the stake. I know I deserved to pay for that guilt. I knew it even then. She was uncooperative during the examination. She didn't want to be stripped and her body remained rigid. Voluntary attention almost totally absent. Probable hallucinations. April 25th. Confused ideas, unable to maintain a spontaneous conversation. Reflexes all normal. Reactive pupils. Let's find Amara, and we'll find the full medical records.
Alright, we've got to find Amara.
June 1935. After much theorizing and practice in clinics for the privileged, the moment for action has finally arrived. Volterra is the right place. It's an avant-garde hospital, the perfect place for a doctor who really wants to make a difference. November 20th. Crossing the threshold of the asylum was similar to entering another dimension. A world of smells, noises, and images which it is almost impossible to imagine, describe, or explain. August 1936. The situation is similar to that in many other institutions. The department is overcrowded. Hundreds of patients are supervised by a handful of nurses who are forced to tie the more distressed ones to their beds or to radiators. They do 24-hour shifts. It's impossible to work like this. We doctors rarely see the female patients, and it's the nurses who tell us what's happening to the women. The overpowering stench in the wards,
achievement,
the constant
first
din of
clues.
Shouts and voices that are
Unlocks chapter
barely
5.
recognizable as human, dirty, naked bodies devoid of any dignity. The lunatic asylum gets under your skin and wears you down. I often consider resigning. I feel useless, impotent, a sort of merciful jailer, a mercy that helps no one and only helps to ease my conscience. March 15th, 1938. Dramas are played out before my eyes every single day, and I try to distance myself from them, and just do the best I can. But a girl arrived some days ago. I couldn't avoid her gaze. All she asked in her dignified silence was not to be ripped away from her world. And me. I'm old enough to be her father, the father she never had, who didn't want her, who rejected her without even knowing her. I, too, refused what she asked me. I couldn't do anything but add my signature and consign her to hell. A danger to herself and to others, and a cause of public scandal. This was what was written on the accompanying note from the police headquarters. It was difficult not to agree with it. How much more violence must this poor girl be subjected to? Her gaze is so intense, so far removed from the carefree nature which should be the joyous hallmark of her age. I cried myself to sleep in my solitude. I kept thinking about those sad and frightened eyes staring at me.
Okay.
June.
Been in here. Ooh. Sure, there'll be something to come through in there. No, I wanted to see what was in it. Cigarettes and matches. More of this stuff. Stuff's everywhere. Nice old style telephone. Colourful art. What hits me like. Maybe I've done everything I can up here. But then again, I thought that when I was wandering around for 20 minutes and suddenly found a way that I could, suddenly found another room. Right, maybe we should go downstairs, because maybe that's where, like, the records office is. Where's that records office? Found some more diary entries.
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
Ah! So I've got to go to the back of the hospital and then down into the kitchens. Okay. You are here. Toyota's a factory. Hey, bestie. Right. Well, let's go outside then. That's all boarded up. The grounds at the back of the hospital. And then down into the kitchens. Okay. There we go. If I can... Ah, there we go.
This is the road we used to take.
Oh!
If it weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed. She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me. In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time. It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away. She wasn't in the system. He wouldn't let her in. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why.
Achievement together. Unlocked chapter 6B. Alright, let's try and find my way to the kitchens.
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
Oh, that's all boarded up now, so I ain't going in there. We just came out of there.
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
Okay. Thank you very much, game. Let's go find the greenhouse.
The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Well, this looks what's left of greenhouses. Now, there's the door. And into the kitchens we go. Trying to find someone called Amara. Nice big pots.
Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
More diary entries. Once I've completed the game, I'm going to read them.
Keep looking. We mustn't give
I'm
up.
not giving up.
We can't go down there. There's too much
Yeah, I was
water.
wondering what that was actually. It seemed shimmery, and I don't really fancy going for a swim.
Adele, that little girl has been standing motionless in front of the kitchen door for hours. Poor thing, I gave her some candy. She ate it without a word and remained motionless. I don't think she's very well. We used to see her now and again, but now she's always there. I'm going. The doctor's not here. He's coming this afternoon. Try and speak to him.
Whoa, what the hell happened there?
Poor thing. Lost in her dreams. She was only a little girl. But nobody gave her a cuddle. They punished her instead. They said she was sick and her dreams were troubling her. They weren't even hers anymore. I need her, but we will find her. We'll find her, won't we? When the water in the shower was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us. We have to turn the water on in the showers and switch the boiler on. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.
Okay. They're in the kitchen area. This is it. Okay, right. Where's the boiler? Is it these things? These look like giant boilers to me, but I've got no idea how we're going to switch them on. Okay, let's keep going. Kitchens. Okay, alright, we'll just turn this one on then. Laundry. Ward baths. Solid, turn them all on.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
And how do we do that? How do we... Ah, hello. Nope, you're an oven. You are not a boiler. This game is still freaking me out. No, you are not a boiler.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Yep, okay. Fortunately, I am unsure as to how to do that exactly. Ah, the water's gone. Are you the boiler? Aha!
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Narrow corridor in the kitchens. It's a narrow corridor. Aha! One narrow corridor. Doors open. I'm guessing all the way down here. Here we go.
Everything's ready. Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms.
Okay, where are the changing rooms? Aha! Right in front of us. There we go.
Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
How do we do that exactly? Aha.
Amara was everything I could have been, but she no longer existed. I'd have loved to erase everything I did, but instead I always went ahead and did it again. It was my fault, and she disappeared from my life. They gave you injections there, which made your body and soul tremble violently. A whirlwind of anguish and unbearable pain. I lived in terror of the next time. They had taken me upstairs to that ward where no one wanted to go. Let's look for Renee's room in the slightly agitated
Okay,
ward.
let's go find the slightly agitated ward. Go.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm.
Electroshock treatment. This looks like dried blood. I'm guessing by the noises there's something in here I'm supposed to do. Around, see what we got. Let's keep going around. Yeah, so we're in the right place, so something. Okay, so I'm looking for a room. Okay. That's locked. Guessing it's that one there then. This is intensely creepy. Bathroom. I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm missing something. What am I missing here?
Let's close the window shutters, the door, and switch off all the lights. We want darkness.
Okay, that's inordinately creepy.
They put a straitjacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet. They tied you to the bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past came back to hurt me again. In the loneliness of that crowded ward, he brought it with him. I thought I would never see him again. He'd come to remind me who I was. That's what my mother used to do. That's what I had done. It seems that my life in here was just a repeat of what it had been outside. The doll, the fear, the shame. I'd have loved to erase everything I did, but instead I always went ahead and did it again.
Oh, door's locked.
Montefoscoli, November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, it is with great sadness that I heard what happened. Your transfer and your sufferings are a cause of great worry for me. It will take time, but you'll see, things will improve. They'll treat you and you'll get better again. I pray a lot, every day. Write to me often and tell me if you need anything. I promise I'll do what I can. Try to be strong. Mom.
Ooh.
This is the last letter she wrote to me. Once I was put into this ward, I was overwhelmed by loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom.
Shit.
Why is that man here? Why doesn't she come to see me? Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things.
So we want get us out of here. I don't even know what those images mean.
Perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply?
Oop. Oh, there we are.
The letters were sent to the archive. It was their job to post them.
Alright, off to the archive. Now, finally I can remember where the archive was. I've only wandered into it about 18 million times already. Nope, that ain't it. Is it? Aha! Oh, lovely Okay, I guess I'm in the right place. I think. There's not a sign on the door telling me. Missions with stairs, visit toilet, substation, factory, toilet, ground. Okay, so it doesn't actually tell me where the archive is. Okay. Maybe the archive's upstairs. Hopefully there's a... Here we go. Stairs, surgeries, look, 10? Nothing. 12. Patient, storeroom and archive. Okay. Down here.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day, but far too many never left.
I'd really like to close you.
There must be a file with my name in the filing cabinet somewhere.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's this one, but I can't... Nope. Because I can't close this one now. Aha.
Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. But now I'll behave myself, I promise. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renee. This letter. It was Renee's letter. Just as she wrote it back then. But it was never sent. Why? Why did this happen? I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I only feel fear and pain.
We didn't send the letters.
And you don't write to me anymore. If only these words could be my soul, I'd tell you what was happening.
That's why my mum never wrote back, because she never got the letters.
The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way and tell me what to do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renee.
This is just... not delivered.
Montefoscoli, July 7th, 1940. My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me in months. I'm sorry, but I don't have the money to come and visit you. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind enough to ask the director for some news about you. I hope he'll bring me some good news when he returns. But please write to me. I know that I was strict with you. You have to forgive me. I didn't think. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you. You told me that you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, darling. Everything will be fine, you'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli, October 12th.
They didn't send her letters and
My
didn't
dear
give them.
I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. Every day, I'm anxiously waiting for a letter. Mr. Onofrio's back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he was unable to speak to the director, but managed to see you. I pray for you every day. Even Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. Isn't that nice? I've made up my mind, Renee. I'm bringing you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. I'm not very well at the moment and can't work, but I'll get better soon, you'll see. And as soon as I can make the journey, I'll come and fetch you. I know you're suffering a lot, but please be strong, I beg you. Mom will come to fetch Renee, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. The doll. Renee could have played with it while she was waiting for her to arrive, but Renee didn't have it with her. Is it one of Mom's lies? She knew that she'd hurt Renee and... No, Mommy's good. That man brought it. We've just remembered who he is, haven't we? It was Renee who was wrong. The doll's here. I know that for sure. Perhaps she's been abducted like all the others and is locked up here somewhere.
Guess we're gonna find the other doll. I remember seeing another doll.
Let's look for the second doll. It'll be among the bundles of the patient's belongings.
Ah. Renee.
Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window.
So some shoes. More shoes. There it is.
You see? Mom was good. I was bad. Mom was worried about Renee and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her. Let's look for Charlotte. We have
We
abandoned
left her upstairs.
Will she still be where we abandoned her, under the warm lights?
There she is. That's so much for me just playing this game for an hour.
I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders. I only obeyed orders. Charlotte's gone away. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're orders. Leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Even though we're bad. Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. Charlotte gone away. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
That was the forbidden electroshock therapy room, wasn't it? Shit, it was, yeah.
September 7th, 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond. Spends her time in the grounds. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. October 14th. Return of impulsive behavior. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabayoni, but when she got them, she threw them up in the air. Excited, clamorous, slightly confused, takes her clothes off. December 8th. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words. Laughs hysterically and pleasures herself. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They said that when they took her away, she swore at them and then lashed out and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. They've kept her tied to the bed since then. Transferred to the slightly agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr.
Well, that's not
C.
creepy in any way, shape or form.
I was with Amara in the showers. My memories are terrifying. They're not real, are they? December 15th. Dr. C. Patient
Memories what you
notes.
are.
The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. Of fickle and flighty character, she regularly discards her household duties and engages in occasional prostitution. Prostitution? No one would have ever believed a lunatic, let alone a lunatic who lives in the worst sort of sin. Could such a person ever have been subject to sexual violence? Certainly not. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and hysterical. Treated with cardiazol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks.
Oops.
They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy, and my God, they succeeded. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
They could try, there were so many of you. What could they do to manage that hell when there were so few of them? Ends always justify the means. Oh, for that one. Okay, we don't think we like that answer.
The therapies removed the light for a while, but also all her will, desire, and hope. It was torture. But we had no choice. Nobody explained anything. No one tried to help us understand. We were like farm animals. June 2nd.
I'm not sure if I'm picking the right answers.
After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swears and curses those helping her, flailing her arms and hitting them. According to reports by Dr. B, the patient has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital grounds. Details are contained in the charges filed at police headquarters in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. A spontaneous abortion? It's not true. I can't believe it. How could I have invented things if I didn't even know what they were doing to me?
It really happened. They made you have an abortion, but it was illegal, so they reported it as a random incident. Yeah.
And the stranger in the grounds, I don't remember. Was that another lie? Or was another memory removed? God, my head. June 13th. The nurses report that she descended into a state of great mental confusion after receiving her mother's letter. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and then punched a nurse. Impulsive, flails about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, laughs out and spits.
That's me.
Block all correspondence to give the patient no further reason to become agitated. August 20th.
That's why.
Tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient is extremely agitated after the visit of a relative or
That's why
family
they blocked the
friend.
correspondence.
2 days later, she is still shouting all the time that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed, and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. Calm down. You must be calm. Don't get agitated. We'll make you calm down. Is that the only thing that matters? Is tranquility worth the price of not living?
Hundreds of those actually squeeze the most adequate space to staying calm is essential.
March 3rd. Alert. Correct attitude. Replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Did I imagine Amara? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left some traces of her presence. We can try to find her medical records in the archive where their letters were filed.
Alright, back to the archive. The archive is at the end of one of the two halls, so... The question is, am I upstairs, downstairs? It's just intensely disturbing. To be honest, this entire game has been intensely disturbing. I think that's been the point. So glad treatment for mental illness issues has changed. Though if I was to be honest, it's possible.
Amara B., aged 32.
Attitudes may not have changed
mother
much.
of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara does exist. Yet she had no children and wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. June 3rd, 1936. Admitted yesterday, showing signs of improvement. June 8th. Cheerful, calm, and tranquil. Her behavior is good and she is keeping herself clean and tidy. Discharged on June 10th. April 28th, 1937. Arrived accompanied by her husband in an anxious and nervous state. Has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged May 14th. March 8th, 1938. A few days before Renee was admitted, she told me that she too had been admitted only a short time previously. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged March 14th. She didn't leave. Certainly not after a few days. No. June 22nd, 1939. Readmitted once more. The patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged July 2nd. August 1st, 1941. The latest of many admissions due to agitation. Discharged August 27th. She came and went, stayed only for short periods, but I remember she was always with me. What's going on? March 4th, 1942. Back again, the same situation. March 8th. Compared to previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although her demeanor is calm and she is attentive. Discharged March 25th. April 2nd. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her here and said, "She's not eating, doctor. She spends all her time sleeping. I'm so worried,
Depression.
doctor. You know her. You can help her." April 6th. Tuberculosis. Patient transferred to the Maragliano Pavilion and is in isolation. May 3rd, 1942. Death from tuberculosis at approximately 8:30 a.m. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend, I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably in a state of delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing a lot of blood, bleeding internally too. It's strange. Since I came back in here, I can't stop thinking about that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, it's true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't match up. What's the point of this? Perhaps my memory is playing tricks on me. Things are not as I remember them, as I see them. But she said she liked me. I just can't understand it. I just wanted to say goodbye to her for the last time. I never even said goodbye to her. How could a soul survive in this hell? I so want to feel things again. Pain, passion. Feel the damp tears rolling down my face. To remember that I was alive.
I think we're gonna go and find Amara's grave. Yep. Get some random dude's car. This game has been so intense I can't even make a joke about the fact that because we're in a graveyard it's now an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And the fact that I think I just did. Alright, let's see what we can find. So hopefully we can find Amara's grave. Assuming that's currently what we're trying to do. Well, that's glowing. Maybe it's just the sun. I think that was a tree trunk, not a gravestone. Back where I started. Oh, hello.
I can't be sure it's Amara's. These crosses are nameless. How will we ever know who is buried here?
Let's go into here then. Maybe that's...
There are no names. We were worth nothing and dead, as in life. If there was someone out there who cared for you, well, perhaps. I had Mom. Let's go and wait for her. She'll come and get us. She promised. Let's wait for Mom in the waiting room. Mom will come. She'll come. She promised, and she'll come to get us. She'll take us home. Now I understand. I won't misbehave anymore. I won't misbehave again, Mom. Please don't leave me here.
I'd love to if I could actually find my way back to the house.
I won't cause any trouble. I'll be quiet in my corner.
I think I've just done a complete lap. Can't go through the trees. Aha! There we are. We'll go up this. Let's go up there. This is what's going to happen.
How I miss that dark corner where I used to spend whole days. I'll stay there like a good little girl, but take me away from this place. I must always concentrate on nothingness. Otherwise, I get confused and I'm afraid I won't be able to find my way back.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid that I'm not going to be able to find my way back either.
Any thoughts upset me so violently, and I can't handle them.
literally wandering around now. My worst fears have come true. I am lost. It's the cemetery. Let's just keep going up as much as I can. Aha! Oh, hello. Trees are blocking my way. Where to go? Where to go? Just keep following the path. Where will it lead? I do not know. There we go. Leads us back here.
I'm afraid of myself, of what I might do when I get confused and don't remember anything. There are some words I'm not aware of. And that's the pain that causes me the most anguish. I only wish I could hide away in a shell, in my little corner. See no more, hear no more, no longer exist. Take me away, Mom, I beg you.
This is the most quiet I think I've ever been during a game. I just don't know what to say. I'm gonna go on the assumption and say that, you know, that's kind of the whole point of the game. I mean, but...
What if she's been already, and she's already left? Let's check in reception.
Where is reception? Admissions, waiting room, stairs, conference room, visitors' toilets. Where is the reception?
Miss, please send the following telegram to Adati. Discharge of Renee T. Impossible. Psychiatric evaluation negative. is a life sentence. I can't spend my whole life in here. I can't. It's a death sentence.
Okay, I got a pair of scissors. Oh. Let's keep going. They've now become jail cells. Oh my lord. Let's just keep going forwards.
My schoolmates, when the light's there. Renee's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me.
I think I'm going to get lost in here, aren't I?
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid. I'm not like the others, Mom. Why not?
This is even a scare jump game and I'm just...
Don Gino knows everything. He speaks to God and he tells him lots of things. A cat goes into my mouth and eats me from inside. At least you can't see what's happening.
Yeah, I wish I had some kind of method to, because that's the cat. Oh, we've done that one. And we've done that one.
We learn so many things at school, and so we have to attend. How would we get on if we didn't? I do a lot of bad things. I don't tell anyone, but Mom knows just the same.
Alright, what's up here? Going down.
My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't. There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me. Mom works so hard because I have to eat, or I won't grow.
Stand this one. Oh, no, I think I've come from this way. Let's go back down here. Ooh. Let's go this way.
Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter. Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind.
Oh, it's got an achievement. Rationalism. Unlock chapter 12A.
When I was small, I never used to eat. Poor mother.
Done these, I think that's... Let's go find the bright lights again. What's up here? Have I been up here? Yes, I've been up here. Oh god, it's dark. Oh my god, it's so dark I can't see. Don't have a torch. Oh, what the hell's going on?
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Okay. Are we done? Are we finished? Please wait. It's all dark again. Oh, we're in the lift. Going somewhere I don't want to go. No. No, let's not go there, please.
May 4th, 1942. The patient had previously expressed suicidal feelings, but never acted on them. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp-pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred to an isolation cell. May 10th, transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation, insulin, and shock therapy.
Jesus.
September 25th. Positive response to treatment. She replies to questions and remembers what happened, but doesn't want to give explanations. She claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. She appears to be anxious and seeks reassurance. She fears she has done monstrous things in the blank periods for which she has no memory.
Electroshock therapy, insulin shock therapy. Oh, I see. I think I could have got out there. I just didn't try hard enough. There we go. I was on the right lines. So I've ended up in here. Any particular reason why I've ended up in here? Guessing to find you.
Nobody laughs in here. I mean, really laughs. Not those crazy fools who laugh because people say they're mad. I don't know why they laugh out loud. They say I'm mad too, but I never feel like laughing. People used to laugh at me, but they were right, you know? You can't always cry, and people laugh when they're afraid, don't they? It happened to you, not to me. It's better that way. They do that to show they're lucky. You mustn't take offense because it's true. And deep down, it's just like pity, if you see what I mean. But then you think about your own situation, and you laugh because you feel lucky that everything's going to get better, that it's all shit. It's all shit, this place. You're not trying to tell me it's not true, are you? An intelligent person, educated, not like me. And if I can see it's a load of shit, just imagine how much better you understand it. No, come on. No. I feel fine here, you know? After all, I can do and say anything I want.
Through here. Oh, found another one. Let me in. Thank you. Telegram.
August 28th, 1942. We hereby notify you of the death of Ada T, mother of Renee T, a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P. I have no one left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream that makes no sound. A silent scream. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There is nobody up there for me. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me and has stripped me of everything, even my ability to feel pain.
Oh, hello. I'm not going up there. Ah, here we go. Go around and then I can go outside. Nope. Evidently not. Oh, we're going downstairs. What the hell?
May 5th, 1943. Renee's state of health is good. She is eating and speaking. Her spatial and temporal orientation is good. Therapy suspended. December 3rd. She calmly asks if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. May 2nd, 1944. Discharge denied despite favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support.
This basically is my home.
May 4th. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and this is how Renee learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact. May 5th. She tried to kill herself in the night by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses. Restrained to her bed, she once more tried to kill herself by suffocation. The decision has been taken to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
Jesus. The end. The use of lobotomy spread rapidly compared to other European countries in America. The original technique pioneered by Amon is perfected in 1937 by A. Friati, first conceived the first form of transorbital lobotomy, improved by Dr. W.J. Freeman. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobe of the brain by sawing through the orbit bone above the eyelids and damaging the lobes by means of an alcohol or formaldehyde injection or using a special instrument. Contrary to what was often thought, the patient did not always receive invalidating damage, although this was often the case. When it was awarded for his medicine in 1949, the surgery gradually fell into disuse after the discovery of chlorpromazine in 1951. Somebody wanna like speak to me or something? God, they're gonna make me witness this, aren't they? They are as well. Shit. Oh my god. Ah.
June 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, when I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear. She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away, and nobody did a thing to try to avoid this.
I absolutely just do not know what to say right now. That was one of the most intense games I think I've ever played. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay. You say actions speak louder than the words. I think my reactions are just speaking for me. I asked a question in my vlog on Friday about what game, should games tackle sort of, the difficult issues. My answer then was there's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't. See, the problem in the back of my mind, I know that some people who played this would be laughing and joking about it. And I think that that's the problem with games tackling these sorts of things. I'll say this though, I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I streamed it. Because I think I said during the game, and I'll say it now, the medical approach and attitude towards mental health is vastly different now. But I can't shake the feeling that outside of that, it's still very much like this. People think that people with mental health issues are dangerous and should be locked away. And they should just have a pickaxe to the brain. Thank you for playing. Yeah, no, thank you for making it. I honestly just don't know what to say about it, because it's not that I'm shocked, it's not that I'm angry, it's just that was a very intense, raw representation. So much to take away that I think I need to sleep on it. I really do. Let's look at Renee's diary. Okay, seems I did miss a few things.
My name is Renee.
I'm gonna go back through and get all the rest of them, and I didn't get all of them. Oh. Oh, right, okay. Because... oh. So if you don't... oh, wow, okay. Interesting. So there's actually parts of the game you can miss. I might go back through. I'm not going to do it right now because it's 25 to 11 and I'm going to wind this up. But I'm going to go back through and find out how to unlock the rest of these. Anyway, I am so glad I played that game. So glad I played that game. YouTube, thank you very much. I apologise for not talking. As I said, I've just in a... the game just sort of impacted me in that way, so thank you very much, guys.